See the pretty butterflies. Whoa, stepped in a hole. Pretty purple flowers. Oh well, tomatoes. Okay, so here is the garden to the right side of the basement door. I cut back the flowers of the hostas. My lavender is not looking good at all. No blooms on my, what's that called? I forget. But lots of blooms on my hibiscus. My creeping thyme is doing okay. I'm surprised at the marigolds. They're doing really well. Portulaca's doing pretty good. And this is the pumpkin that I moved over from the stump to try to save. Now, I added this little area here because it's just easier to mow coming down here instead of trying to come in here. So I planted some different variety of zinnias, blanket flowers. That's the one I was telling you about, Courtney, that I had gotten too. Mine is called Arizona Sun. I forget what yours is called. Here's a variety of a black-eyed Susan. That is the Maryland state flower. But there is another cone flower, but I think it's, I forget what color that is. Another Arizona Sun blanket flower. And I planted some more lavender. So we shall see. But that there is what the garden over here is looking like right now. My butterfly bush and the hibiscus. I got to get out here and trim back all the dead blooms so more blooms come out. I did start on it, but I still have more. Hydrangea, that's what it's called. That has not bloomed in years, and I don't know why. And the hostas, they were all cut back. And my Rose of Sharon tree is finally blooming. Pink on the right, white in the middle, and purple on the other side. You can see some of the purple down there, the white, and the pink. Nothing exciting happening in that little area. The morning glories, the vines growing up, but no flowers yet. And that little thing over there is my peony. And it has already bloomed only one flower this year. Here is my mint and lavender that's planted to try and hide the pool filter. Here is the, what did they say it was? Goldenrod, I guess. My Jacob's ladder is looking pretty straggly. Hostas, I want to cut those flowers off before they go to seed. My purple cone flowers, I got to keep watering them. I'm hoping that they stick around. And the Mexican mint seems to be doing pretty well, I guess. Those hostas there, the flowers have already stopped and started to seed, so I want to get rid of them and get them cut back as well. That there is what's left of, or what I'm leaving there. That's a stump that's going to get ground out. Hopefully very soon, before all the rain, because the trucks will not be able to get back here because it will be a soggy mess. My yard stays very wet and mushy when we get a lot of rain because of those underground springs I told you about. Over here, some of the plants I transplanted from by the stump. Sunflowers are, they're okay, I guess. Portulaca has bounced back. Marigolds, I think that's Sylvia, the purple stuff. I forget. Anyway, so that is the garden there. These here are the plants on my patio that I also transplanted, like the marigolds, citronella, and in the back is a I forget me plant, and I forget what they're called. I got mint back there. I really got into remembering. I got a tomato plant growing in here. Jeez. All right, don't need you in there. And there are I forget me not plants as well. Petunias came back. Look at them. I was going to get rid of them and plant something else. The ivy I'm going to have to move in the shade because it's starting to get yellow. My mum here is getting buds on it. Here's my black cherry tomato plant. And looks like it's got a caterpillar on it. Mr. Caterpillar, you gotta go. Oh, well, he fell off the leaf. Now where'd he go? Oh boy, he's down there somewhere. I'll look for him later. This here is the pussy willow plant. That's growing pretty well. And here's a couple other mums. They're different kind of mums, but I forget what colors they are. I think one's like a burgundy. I got a pumpkin plant growing there, and these flowers, I thought were zinnias. I don't know if they are or not, but something's got down in there, so looks like they're starting to die off. Okay, let's see what else we got. My morning glory plant. I put this pole in there so it can climb up there. And pretty purple flower. This here is my banana mint and orange mint, and I haven't seen any more bunnies in here, so that's a good thing. The mint's starting to push back in to where they were hiding down in there. Juvenile delinquents, I tell ya. Here, whoa, stepped in a hole, are the lilies that I had cut back. They have bloomed again. Shasta daisies I cut back, and it looks like I'm getting a couple more buds on that. My mint, of course. And my flowerless beans that the critters ate. Mint over here. I put down 6 more garden beds. I haven't planted yet in. These here are my peppers, jalapeno and green peppers. And I know I saw some peppers earlier. Oh well, tomatoes. And I got basil mixed in with them. I read that it would make the tomatoes sweeter. I wouldn't know because I do not like tomatoes. I do not eat tomatoes. Yes, I just plant tomatoes. Over here we have cantaloupe and watermelon growing. And I do have one watermelon down there. Here's my corn. And Misty, I shook the corn. So we shall see. Let's walk on the other side. We've got, we got a watermelon growing there. A little baby watermelon. But there's my nastrium, or however you say it. and watermelon and cantaloupe. Oh look, there's a watermelon and another watermelon. And I know I saw baby cantaloupe in here somewhere. Cherry tomatoes. I think I got to cut back some of these leaves and get some air in there and get the sun. Basil, basil. Empty garden bed. So that's the progress that has been making. Oh, look. My purple rose of Sharon has bloomed as well. How pretty. Okay, this blanket flower, well, it's not a blanket flower, it's a black-eyed Susan autumn colors. Although it looks like a blanket flower to me. I wonder if I got the wrong tag in there. No, I guess not. So that's about done. It should be going to seed soon. I'll try and save some of them. This here, I forget what it's called, but it has purple buds on it. And then this is orange flowers that grow in the spring. And this mom has started to bloom, but I had trimmed it back so it wouldn't be so leggy. Some more lavender. All right, let's go up front. These here are the volunteer pumpkins, and they are not doing good at all. But I'll keep them there and see what happens. Another mum here. And those there are my daffodils and stuff that I cut back. The hostas up here have finally bloomed. I'm going to let them go to seed. Okay, I'm not sure what this ground cover is called, but the yellow flowers are starting to turn orange for fall. The Stelladora lilies, they usually rebloom, but I didn't get them cut back in time, so I doubt they're going to bloom. That grass back there definitely needs to be cut out because it's pretty dead. It used to be huge. Then we got calla lilies. Calla lilies have already bloomed. Roses, I cut them back. They got a couple more buds on it. Some more Stelladora lilies. Here's some more calla lilies. Looks like the black ones are still holding up. They're about done. I might move them again. And calla lilies, this rose bush is just going bonkers. It needs cut back as well. All this I'm going to pull out, all down in here. It just gets weeds in it, see? I cut back my hostas here. They shouldn't be in full sun. That's why they're burning. This here gets those pretty yellow flowers like that. And, oh my, I gotta spray my hydrangeas. Look, they're getting little brown spots on them. There's another blanket flower. I forget what these are called. They look like purple shamrocks. That thing there gets really pretty, full of purple flowers. And here's the rose of Sharon tree better. You can see the purple, pink, white. There's more pink back there. I don't know how that happened, but because I only remember planting one tree many years ago, but who knows? And then all these hostas got cut back. And last but least is this area here. pretty purple flowers. This here I think is a weed, but it's just got like a pretty blue, silvery look to it. Some more of that ground cover. And over here you got a couple mums. Yep. So that is it for my updated garden tour for autumn. August.